Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about some metaphors to naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel. Of course, give me the Arthur Fonzo really thumbs up like so I say. Hey, of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat. I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video we're going to talk about some metaphors, and you know what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis, help you naturally raise your HGH, your testosterone. I'm a spiritual guide and a mentor. I'm here to expand your mind and increase your size. So without further ado, I'm here to tell you about, some metaphors. And I mean, you know what I'm all about here. I mean, essentially, the word God is a metaphor in itself, and I'm going to show you God does exist. Nick Cage, Cameron Poe analogy. Got to hit you right off the gate with a quick, movie analogy that I always like to say, because you know me, the smile is divine. It's made inside the mind, and if you're smiling, you're doing something right. Even if you gotta watch an old school 90s flick or something on Netflix or something, anything that you gotta do to make you do this, you're doing something right. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You are your own meter of your vibration, so don't forget that. All you gotta do is just go off of how you feel, go off of your mood, because essentially at the end of it all truths are true, and everything that you do is essentially right depending on your mood. So it doesn't matter whether you're, I'm gonna give you a quick one real quick. This is a nice metaphor. There's a sad man on a yacht and a happy man in a box. So you can go ahead and go with that. You can write that on a fortune cookie, some dumb goy. Last dragon analogy, you might not have seen that. Yo, Leroy, am I the baddest? Am I the prettiest? Sure enough, I got your glow. And I'm feeling like showing up with the man bun all extra high right now, man. The, Harlem, Shoguns of Harlem. I don't know if you ever seen that movie. Definitely a great flick to check out, and that's something that will definitely put a smile on my face, because you know me, I love all kinds of, crazy movies and any type of things that just make you smile. You're doing something right. But either way, like I'm saying, man, there's a sad man on a yacht and a happy man on a box, meaning it's all perspective based. Anyway, so you got to always tap into what's in here. You got to, like I say, man, if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. And the universe is a mirror. So you always got to start with loving yourself and, doing the best for you, because this way you can always do the best for everyone else. You do the best for the rest, you take care of you first, and that's how we grow, because you're the one that's essentially creating your own reality as you go. And, it doesn't matter where you're at, man. Everybody that's around you essentially is a piece of you anyways. And this video was inspired because I was at the gym today, a different one. Different times, you know me doing that wu-wei flow, the path of least resistance, the path that really helps you grow. A Tao practice where it doesn't matter if you got to do something in a specific order. And like I say, people with jobs and other type of obligations, of course, they have to do things for their own manifestation. But when you're going with the wu-wei flow, it's not putting it in a specific order. It's just going with the path of least resistance, and that's the maximum results for the maximum growth. And like I said, I'm at the gym today, and I was at, like this in-between holiday thing before the 2020 grow down, which is really getting me excited for the showdown. You know what I'm saying? But like what we're going with is, I overheard, this one guy going, yo, you best check your metaphors. He was like, I don't know, he had some type of thug look, and I know that might be a judgmental thing to say, but it's just quick thoughts that are always running through the brain, and I always do this anyways. I always stop myself whenever I get a quick glimpse, because I got a comedic mind, and things are always running all the time, and this is the matrix hack that I always got to share no matter where you're at, because instead of running with this guy is, somebody that's in a bad mood, I always change the game at any given time by this quick hack that I love to share all the time. And you already know what it is. You already know how it goes, but it's worth the sharing, because love is the power that can, make miracles happen. And when I'm in a gym, or if I'm at a DMV, or if I'm at a Secretary of State, a grocery store, wherever I happen to be, if I hear somebody in the other line of the phone, somebody on TV, and even like the situation that I was in, I was just intent on that person, that soul, to have a beautiful day and feel love in some kind of way. And then I go along my day, and that's a beautiful way of changing the matrix, changing the game. Because instead of getting lost and painting a story, developing a picture, whatever you want to say, whole bunch of metaphors along the way to essentially give you, what you already are anyways, which you already know. Because essentially at the end of it all, whatever you want to call this energy that rides through us all, you could put a label, a stamp, a bow, whatever you got to do to make yourself feel like something. You can't really label. You can't label what this is. You just got to go off of feeling. And that's why I always say you got to check your mood to see where you're at. That's your vibration. That's your meter. And any given time in the day, if you're feeling down, you got to go ahead and pick yourself up, get yourself a coffee, do something to make yourself smile, step outside, take a breath. And you know what? Might as well show you how I start my day anyways. You know how it goes, because gratitude's the attitude. Before my feet hit the ground every single day, you know the sound. I got a shot today. I feel beautiful. And that's the gratitude attitude, that you got to be in the receptive mode every single day. You just got to be happy and appreciate that you got a shot today. If you're breathing, you're achieving, and no matter what, you are serving purpose. And like something that seems as simple and minute as just being able to hold the presence and being able to just be there for people and just, intend on them to do the best. Because at the end of it all, everybody's a reflection of you anyways. Like I'm saying, these people, this guy at the gym, with whatever he's talking about, I try to zap out of the conversation so I can get back into my own manifestation. But it brings me valid information. And a lot of comedians, this is how they get their material and for life. And you can't shy away from life, because even like a movie or whatever you're watching, it's all there for you anyways. And whatever you get out of it is essentially your story. And that's why, when people say, other people's opinions of yourself are none of your business, and it's the truth. Because no matter what, somebody's going to paint a picture of who you are, and it's none of your business to know what that is, unless you're in the business of, whatever that may be. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes down to, what people think of you, the only person that should think anything of you is you, because you are the one that is reflecting everything. And I know it might sound like, okay, cliche, and all these spiritual gurus and guys say this anyways, but really it is, man, because at some aspect, even the most meanest person that you run into today, that's an unsolved part of you, which is why, you got the whole shadow work. You gotta work on your shadow. And it's not like the shadows and ghosts, like with the demons coming out of the corners, like the the ghost analogy. I had to get one in for you, man. I tell you, those demons scared me when I was a little kid watching that. Rita Ota Mae and Carl, and like I said, Swayze, one of the best. He's one of the best. Rest in peace. I love you. Dalton and Roadhouse, Ghost, Sam Wheat, beautiful movie. If you haven't seen Ghost, that's definitely one that, it's worth checking out. That is a classic. You don't have to check it out if you don't want to. There's so much forms of information for your entertainment to make yourself do this, that's a beautiful thing to just smile on anyways. And you know what I got to say. Every day's a beautiful gift. So go out there and unwrap it, because that's what this all comes down to. That's a nice metaphor right there, man. That's a beautiful one to put a bow on and a stamp. And that's how I talk anyways, because the way source, or whatever you want to call whatever this is, whatever this energy is, that's always there for you to grab onto. It's how it manifests through me and keeps me on track. Some people can channel it through, being, call it Abraham, or whatever they got to say, whatever this is, But shout out to all those people because they're beautiful souls doing some beautiful work, bringing beautiful information to the masses and helping people with their own manifestations. And I believe that there's a reason for everybody to be breathing. And that's what this comes down to. You can grab energy at any given time. And with that, you know what I got to do. You know what this is. You know what time it is. It's time to grow. And I always got to tell you about my own flow. We're talking about the mind and muscle connection. And I gotta say, my favorite mantra of the day, favorite mantra of 2019 and the 2020 grow down, and that is, I am magic, I am divine, and the universe is on my side. It's a beautiful thing. We're talking about Paramahansa Yogananda, the guy that brought yoga to the West, the guy that's making everybody feel the best with opening up yoga studios and everybody becoming a yogi, this, that, and the other. What it all comes down to, like I said, Steve Jobs read his book. I think he's giving us a message because one of his famous quotes that really resonates with me is the people that think they're crazy enough to change the world are the ones that do. Rest in peace, Steve Jobs. I'm talking to you. I'm talking through you. We're looking at Steve Jobs, talking through Steve Jobs, talking about Paramahansa Yogananda, and he's the one that says the mind is the wielder of muscle. And what that means is it doesn't matter about how much weight you're lifting, how much you're pushing, what your diet looks like. All that matters is your mind is on the sides, and whenever you got to get one last rep out, whenever you're at the gym, it's one of the things that I love to scream and shout. I mean, unless you want to get lunk alarmed. You know, oh God, I'm just really feeling this today. So go ahead and scream this away. I am magic. I am divine. And I can increase my size. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Getting lit every single day. And you can always grab energy at any given time. Naked in a chair. Hair flowing, skin glowing, body growing, spirit knowing that I'm doing something right, and I'm letting you know that everything is essentially here at your fingertips at any given time for you to grab onto, and I'm just giving you the information to help you with your manifestation. When we're talking about making your penis bigger, we're talking about raising testosterone, we're talking about there's, special techniques that I can teach you more hands-on in the BCC, so make sure you get at me, drop me a line, you can email me, I don't know, Charlie Wilson, I can't sing like Charlie Wilson, but, you guys might not even know what song I'm talking about, but Peter's at me, hey girl, how you doing? My name is Charlie, alright, last name Wilson, I don't know why I'm saying that. Drop me an email if you really want to know the masturbation for manifestation, the joking, the kegels, the edging, the super edging, all these techniques that's been manifested through me that are beyond me, that are just here to just give you a different flow for the growth, because with exercise comes exercise, and essentially you are your own piece of the divine. And don't you ever forget what you're holding down there, you're holding a piece of God. And I know, like I said, man, it could be metaphor or whatever you want to put it at. We are all essentially God. We are all essentially source. We're all essentially energy, light workers. Whatever we are, we're all from the stars. Whatever's inside of me is inside of you. It's inside the blue. And don't forget that all truths are true. Just find the ones that make you, you. And like I say, man, we might all live on the same planet. But we're all from different worlds. And as long as your world's coming with love, it's coming with energy, you can do no wrong. And with that, I feel I'm gonna close this one real quick because we got we got a whole bunch more coming in 2020. We got the countdown coming real soon. And I just want to tell you guys that I love you guys. We got some beautiful things coming along the way. Supersizing the 2020. We're going to get bigger. We're going to become the giants that we are. We're talking heads in the clouds. We're talking huge piece of meat. Swinging at the knees. Dropping at the pecs. Making you your best. Give it a kiss. How you doing? Thick like that. I know that might sound sick to some, intriguing the most. But we're talking about not worrying about the gremlins at your feet. Of course, not stomping on your friend's house. We're talking about having that gratitude attitude, spreading love and positivity along the way, always keeping that smile up, keeping your spirits up, and keeping your vibe up, and keeping you up. And I can definitely make you up, and that's what this is all about. So I hope you guys have a beautiful experience. 2020, here we come. Let's go. And like I said, man, I love you guys. Do something beautiful. Always intend on people to feel beautiful, and beautiful things will come your way. So with that, I gotta say, peace, salute. I'll see you on the next one. Like I said, but make sure you ring the bell. Bell. Ring the bell. Follow me. Love you guys. Peace.